Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with The Curse of Death's Kiss. The Rondo of Oblivion. Well, I'm gonna definitely look into that one later. This music is so not fitting for the scene. James is caught up in the brawl, throwing punches left and right. What do we do? And where is Jack? Wait here. Andrew confidently wades into the fray, grabbing James by the collar and pulling him out of the fight. See, this is why we love you, Andrew. His opponent glares at him as James is dragged away. Get a hold of yourself. I don't need your help. Let me handle this. You didn't seem to be handling it too well. Andrew marches James over to a nearby table and we all take a seat. James glowers at Andrew resentfully. Prince looks a bit rumpled and bruised, but otherwise fine. Care to explain? James crosses his arms. I was sitting at the bar, drinking the swill, and began talking to the man sitting next to me. Apparently he's seen you before, Shorty, because when I mentioned you, he made disgusting comments, ones I won't repeat. It made my blood boil. So I punched him. Surely there were other options you could have taken before that one. He was insulting Shorty. What was I supposed to do? Shorty, you can't condone this kind of behavior, can you? What do I think of James fighting for my honor? It's romantic, it's childish. Oh, there's no easy answer to this. Because I don't think you should go punching people, but I also do appreciate him calling it out, because so little people do stuff like that anymore. And I definitely wouldn't want to call it childish, so I'll say it's romantic. I don't approve. Hey, we're not giving our approval. But I am honored you would fight for me. James grins. I'll be your prince in shining armor, then. Hey, I said I didn't approve. I'd rather you didn't fight at all. You don't need to worry about me. I took that guy down, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So it wasn't a whole brawl, it was just the two dudes? But then who was the other shadow man? Was that James, but they didn't want to reveal it? James leans back in his chair confidently. Andrew shakes his head. Regardless, don't do that again. We're outlaws, remember? Behavior like that puts everything at risk. Including Shorty. Who are you to tell me what I can't do? You're not a prince anymore, James. I can speak to you however I like. Well, of all the impudent. Excuse me. The innkeeper appears at James' side. Is he about to get a bell? You're the chap who started the fight, yeah? James mumbles. No. She pointedly ignores his lie. Would you be a love and clean up your mess? I don't know if I'm keeping the voice I had for her at all. Isn't that your job? Wow, James. No, it isn't. You made it. You're lucky I let you stay here at all with that attitude. Clean up the mess or you'll be out on the street. He sullenly gets to his feet. This might be my chance to get a little closer to James. Andrew, leave this to me. He sighs. What do you mean, leave this to me? Leave what to me? I can't believe you sometimes. He shakes his head and makes his way upstairs. Should I help? Help James or let him do it himself? I mean, we already said we were helping him. Well, we'll help him because we're nice. How much of a mess did he make? One for all, I suppose. James looks at me, surprised. I appreciate it. Don't forget Jack. We walk over to the bar. It's just me and James alone in the large empty room. Spilled drink, shattered glass? Wow, you even broke a chair. That wasn't me. The other guy tried to break off the legs and stab me with them. Glad you weren't hurt. That could have gone so much worse. There's the dog and rapid death you never see, just stabbed to death with the chair legs. Well, it didn't. I expertly disarmed him before he could even get one hit in. I shake my head. And now you're about to learn how to expertly use a broom. Look how it just appeared on the screen. I grab the broom and dustpan, and James grabs the other broom. Watch and learn. I begin carefully sweeping the glass into the dustpan. James, you're not even holding your broom. James follows, sweeping clumsily. How does it feel to be a regular person? Maybe it's just the novelty of never having done these things before, but I see why this ordinary life holds such an appeal for you. He continues sweeping, growing more confident in the motions. This is almost as fun as getting punched in the face. James, I know. I should be more careful. Am I important to you? Of course you are. We've known each other like maybe a day. Can't tell with this game. I promise I won't do anything to put you at risk again. Good. I was worried about you, you know. I didn't mean to worry you. It's just the things he was saying about you. What kind of things? I said I don't want to repeat them. I deserve to know. He said you were lying about the curse. Oh, it hurt. Shake my hand, sir. That you were just a beautiful woman manipulating men into doing things for her. He used cruder words than that, of course. I mean, I don't approve of it, especially with the cruder words, but there's definitely worse things he could have said. It just made me furious. James finishes sweeping up the broken glass. That is awful, but you don't need to fight anyone for my sake, regardless of what they say about me. I get a rag and move on to killing the spilled drinks off the bar. The more I get to know you, the more I want to protect you. I can't exactly help it. It's unnerving. Why is that? Because I've never felt this way about anyone before. His normal, arrogant tone is gone. I feel it too. What you said before, it wasn't all fake, was it? It started feeling real almost immediately. I believed you from the beginning. We lock eyes, his gaze burning with a quiet intensity that sends me reeling. Perhaps, when all this is over, maybe we could... It's too much. I've burdened you with enough tonight. Sweet dreams, Shorty. James abruptly walks away. James? Before I can follow him, he's already up the stairs in his own room. I sit down on one of the bar stools, more confused than ever. James, why do you keep letting me in and then pushing me away? Because we can't make a choice until the end of the game. And why is that making me fall for you even harder? The morning sunlight filters in through the dirty windows as the four of us gather round. Oh, Jack's back. Now we're back to obscenely quiet music. So, how did the stakeout go? It was successful from a certain point of view. We did see Tabitha disappearing in a big puff of smoke. But we were also chased by guards and almost got caught. The important thing is you didn't get caught. You saw her use her powers. She unmistakably dissipated into thin air. It seems she is a witch. I wonder what we should do next. I say we confront her. Just march up to her and force her to help us. How do you propose we do that? If she can disappear into thin air, we won't be able to get near, let alone force her to help us. Right. I don't want to be turned into a newt. Maybe we could sneak into Beaufort's mansion. You and your sneaking into Beaufort's mansion and attacking Beaufort? It's risky, but it could work. Are you crazy? That would get us captured and imprisoned for sure. We don't know enough about what's going on yet to make these kinds of decisions, although if we wanted to know what's going on, that's probably the best way. Oh, and you do? Must we always take advice from the butler? He's technically outranks you, James. Must we always hear the opinions of the clueless, spoiled prince? At least I don't follow Shorty around like a lost puppy. I like Andrew following me around. Better a lost puppy than a liar charming her with sweet falsehoods. I have to end this. Ask James what his deal is, or ask Andrew to stop. Well, we're not siding against Andrew. So I guess we'll ask James. James, what's gotten into you? Andrew's opinions are just as valuable as any of ours. I'm just tired of you always treating his ideas like they're the best ones. Can I help it? The man is a genius. Andrew's my friend too. His advice is sound. If we want to succeed, we'll have to be careful. Of course you'd take his side. James, are you jealous? James looks flustered. Jealous of him? What an absurd notion. Anyway, final decision lies with Shorty. The risk outweighs the potential reward. For now, let's keep focusing on making the potion. The potion. Almost forgot about that. The next ingredient is a caveberry. These names. Does anyone know where that goes? I'm gonna guess a cave. Caveberries are native to this region. They sell them at Monahan's Miscellany. I could just go get some. By yourself? Gonna walk to the shop by yourself? It would take no time at all. Why risk exposing ourselves to the guard? But I want to go see some more of the city. Can't I come with you? They say he travels fastest who travels alone. Oh, come on. I'll be no trouble, I promise, unless I bump into someone and then we're all in trouble. I make my eyes as wide and cute as possible. Fine, but only if you stop making that face. Done. We quickly gather our things and leave for the shop. You know, we could split up looking for these ingredients and it would go a lot faster. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this story, but I feel like the plot is being dragged out a little here with this random ingredient stuff. Monahan's Miscellany is a short walk from the inn. The place is crammed floor to ceiling with various goods, from foodstuffs to toys and even survival gear. Show us the toys. It's just a general store, see? Nothing too exciting. You forget I've never been in one of these before. Jack walks up to the counter. A bored-looking man is on duty. Are they going to not have cave berries? That's my prediction. Excuse me. What is this Sprite? How can I help you? My friend and I are looking for the cave berries. Where might they be located? Cave berries are on your right, over by the rest of the... The clerk stops and squints at Jack. You look familiar. Have you been here before? Oh no, he must recognize us from the wanted posters. Forget the berries, Jack. Let's get out of here. Wow. I turn to flee. I think I recognize you too. Didn't you work at the Clearwater Orphanage once? I was the groundskeeper, and you were the patron after Beaufort. Teddy! Jack! Teddy gets up and the two men embrace. I never thought I'd see you again. After the orphanage closed, I did what I always wanted to do. It's a quiet life, but I'm truly blessed. What about you, Jack? Well, I'm sure you've seen the wanted posters. They share a laugh. Jack looks around. Teddy, can you keep a secret? Of course I can. I have before. Teddy, this is Shorty. She was cursed by a witch and I'm helping her. Cursed? Oh dear. What kind of curse? I'd rather not say. We came here looking for some ingredients for a potion that might help. You poor girl. Whatever herbs you two need are on the house. Thank you so much, Teddy. Seriously, I owe you one. While Jack hits the caveberry, I find myself drawn to a jewelry display case. There's a locket inside that catches my eye. It's nothing fancy, but I wish I had something like that. Did you not have jewelry? Thought we were aristocrats. What are you looking at? Oh, nothing. Don't be shy. I saw you looking at that locket. It's just a silly thing, really. I'm ready to go. If you want it, I can buy it for you. Should I accept Jack's gift? Let Jack buy me the necklace or politely decline? Let him buy me the necklace. Oh, look at our gems. We're losing so many. Thank you, Jack. You're too kind. It's nothing. Just a nice gift for a nice girl. I blush. Jack pays for the necklace and we leave the store. Let's go sit down over there. I point to a nearby phone. I think we got the quiet music again. Yeesh. I want to look at my necklace. Sure thing. We sit down together, careful to stay apart from one another. I take out the necklace, admiring it. It's so pretty. Is there a picture already inside? I'll treasure it forever. That necklace is going to screw us over. We're going to, like, drop it and get captured. We're trying to get it back. Although, I guess we could have declined, so maybe not. Or he buys it anyway. Surely that must just be a trinket to you. You grew up in luxury, after all. I didn't receive many gifts. And when I did, I never got to pick them out for myself. Here I had it in my head that you grew up spoiled. I lived in a mansion, but that was the extent of it. See, that's why you shouldn't be robbing people, Jack. You don't know their circumstances. Everything I owned, I treasured because I wasn't allowed much. That's how it's been for me for most of my life. We're not so different after all, I guess. Did you ever want more than you had? Even if my mother had been the type to lavish gifts on me, I wouldn't have liked that much. Jewels and fancy clothes are nice, I suppose, but I don't need them. And what they call polite society bores me to tears. How would you know? The whole thing just seems like a sham to me. People with more money than sense desperately trying to fill a void of unhappiness. Exactly. I've never cared for that life. You certainly don't seem like the type to worry about what people think of you. That's why I like you. It's hard to care about those things with my curse. Everything I do is outside of their rules, including whatever relationships I might have. Relationships, huh? Are you interested in someone? Yes, my butler. I have my eye on something. Oh, something. We're not even going to say someone. I look at Jack, making direct eye contact with him. But I'm not sure how he feels about me yet. He's been giving me a lot of mixed signals. I think I know who you're talking about. He's been having a hard time figuring things out. But I know I know he cares about you a lot. I unclasp the necklace and put it around my neck. Jack smiles at me. You look beautiful. I smile back, blushing. No one's ever told me that before. Thank you. Really? Well, I'll have to tell you more often then. I find myself wishing I could rest my head on his shoulder, just like the other couples I see. I swear this freaking music changes volume. Have some consistency. I have to take care of some business. I'll be back later. Sounds good. Have fun. I don't know, it's fun business. I'll try my best. As Jack leaves, he blows me a kiss. I catch it, my heart fluttering. My gosh, we're being so dorky. The necklace he gave me rests comfortably around my neck. What business could he be taking care of? I'm to stalk him and find out. Oh, next morning already. The next morning dawns bright and early, and Pearl has assigned me some chores to do. I practically skip downstairs. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood, but I won't question it. Good morning, everyone. It's too early to be so cheerful. It's a beautiful day, James. If you say so. He turns away, still grouchy. I go outside to begin my tasks. First up, sweeping the steps. Why are we having the criminals do stuff outside? Uh-oh. When the music stops, you know something bad's about to happen. Is it Lord Beaufort again? I get out the broom and start sweeping, but it isn't long before something distracts me. Or is it Tabitha? Out of the corner of my eye, I see someone familiar walking by. No, it couldn't be. Yep, it's Tabitha. It's the last person I'd expect to see around here. We get a Tabitha splash screen. Yeah, we do. I called it. But I really do want the story to start being a little more exciting. Everlasting alchemists. I'm outside the lonely louse, and the witch who cursed me is walking past. Really jumping to conclusions here. I can't just do nothing. I'm gonna confront her. Wow. What did we just tell Jack? Tabitha! The witch stops in her tracks. And who might you be? I'm a woman in need of your help. Not today. She turns to continue walking, but stops in her tracks. You're cursed. You can tell? Is there a way to undo it? Please say there is. Tabitha laughs. You foolish child. I'll never undo the curse. Look, my mom doesn't even like me. It was you? We just said it was her. I'm sent reeling from the revelation. Don't you know what your own mother has done? Should I? So she never even told you of her misdeeds. Typical. I was betrothed to a kind and honest man. I hope it's not Lord Beaufort. Until your mother stole him away from me. I hated her, and I hate her still. The curse I cast warped my beautiful face, but it was all worth it to get my revenge. And watching your family fall apart has been so sweet. But I didn't do anything. Your very existence is proof of their betrayal. This isn't getting me anywhere. No one can steal the heart of someone truly committed. Perhaps the real fault lies with my father. Nonsense, she knew what she was doing. And in return, I made sure her child would cause her nothing but suffering. She doesn't seem to be suffering very much. I'm the one who became isolated. I'm the one who cried herself to sleep every night. The last time I saw my mother, she made it abundantly clear that she doesn't care about me in the slightest. How is this punishing her? The person the curse hurt the most is me. I'm glad that she's pointing this out because I hate that whole, punish someone by going after someone close to them. Like, I've done nothing wrong. Tabitha laughs again, a shrill, mocking sound. You're still so naive. A mother's love for her child is the strongest bond. Really jumping to conclusions there, Tabitha. Even if she doesn't show it, the pain she feels is eating her up inside. And I think I'm going to let that continue. Wait, please listen to... Enough. Before I can say or do anything, Tabitha disappears. A tear falls down my cheek, then another and another. Before I can stop myself, I'm crying in earnest. No one appears to comfort me? The guys are sitting at our usual table. They look worried. Shorty, are you alright? Did something happen? I wiped my tears away. I know who cursed me. It was Tabitha. I learned why she cursed me. It was because my mother stole father away from her. What happened to our father? Do we know that yet? What? So she ruined your entire life because of a broken relationship? Seems like it. She said she wants me to suffer because it will bring pain to my mother. But it seems like it's only hurting me. Shorty, I'm so sorry. She's a monster. We won't let her get away with this. This won't be the final word in your story. But how? She already refused to help. We'll find a way. I promise we won't give up on you. Thank you so much, everyone. My tears are drying. The kind words of my friends have lifted my spirits. And I think I need to be alone for a while. I take my leave and go up to the stairs to my room. Once I'm alone, I let everything out, crying and sobbing into my pillow. After about half an hour, there's a gentle knock on my door. Who is it? James. I know you said you wanted to be left alone, but I brought you some tea. What should I do? Open the door for James, tell him to leave it outside. We'll open the door. I open the door. Thanks for checking up on me, James. He carefully hands the teacup to me, and I take a sip. It's lukewarm and doesn't taste great, but I can tell it was made with love. Does it taste okay? I've never brewed tea before. It's great, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I didn't know what else to do for you. You're so sweet. He beams at me. It's clear he wants to say more, but he holds back. I'll see you later. Take care, okay? After I spend some time alone, I head back downstairs to see what everyone's doing. Jack and James aren't there, but Andrew is. He's sitting at the table, hunched over in concentration. What are you doing? Andrew jumps. Apologies, my lady. I was writing a letter to my family, and I was quite lost in thought. It's all right. How are they doing, by the way? Well, he's writing a letter to them, so... Andrew frowns. I've never spoken about this before, but in the interest of honesty, my mother is ill. Oh, Andrew, I'm so sorry. Might I ask what's wrong with her? She first fell ill some time ago. She never fully recovered, and she's unable to work. For the entirety of my career as a butler, I've been sending all my money back to her and my siblings. Andrew, why didn't you tell me sooner? My family could have helped you. You may have, my lady, but your mother might not. Wow, this is like as close to a CG as we're getting. You're going through so much already. It wouldn't have been a burden. When all this is over, I promise to help. It might be too late. Her health is getting worse, and there isn't much anyone can do for her. I'm so sorry. It's all right. We knew this was coming for a while. Writing this letter is still difficult, though. Is there anything I can do for you? Just stay with me for a while, please. That's all I ask. What should I do? Are we even getting a choice with this? Help Andrew through his struggles or politely decline. We're going to help him, of course. I will. Thank you. It means a lot that you're here. It's only right, Andrew. This is hard, and I want to be there for you. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. He returns to writing the letter. As Andrew writes, he gets visibly choked up. I'm sorry. What for? For being so emotional. It's all right, Andrew. This is what I'm here for. I know. The more I write, the more old memories come flooding back. Most of them are from before she got sick. When she could steal a few hours away, we'd have picnics at the forest edge. She'd always read fairy stories to me and my siblings before we went to sleep. That sounds wonderful. She sounds like a great mother. She really is. Even after she got sick, she tried so hard to keep going. She wanted things to be normal for us so badly, until they couldn't be anymore. Boy, do I relate to Andrew here. I just wish I could see her one more time. You know, if you wanted to go home and spend time with her, I would understand. Being with your family is more important than me. Andrew shakes his head. My mother would object if I abandoned my duties for her sake. She's always been so proud of the work I do. In her last letter, she told me how she wants to see you free of your curse. She sounds like a lovely woman. Tell her I say hello. I will. I wish you could meet her. Maybe I will when this is all done. Who knows? Maybe the witch has a miracle cure in that spellbook of hers too. I don't dare hope. Miracles are in short supply. He looks at me, trying his best to remain stoic. But his pain is clear for me to see. Thank you for staying with me, Shorty. Just being with you gives me the courage to face many problems, even if it's hard. It's no problem. That's what you do for me as well, you know. I'm just returning the favor. Andrew sets his pen down. You're always so kind and gracious, no matter the situation. I could just kiss you right now. Oh, Andrew. He murmurs the words like he's not quite aware he's saying them out loud. I'd like that. Without thinking, we both begin to lean in. No, we're gonna kill him! A chill runs down my spine as I realize what could happen. I scoot away from Andrew, my eyes wide. Sorry, my lady. I don't know what I was thinking. It's all right. I was carried away in the moment. That kiss can't happen yet. But one day, soon. I can't help but smile. Andrew's going through so much right now. We both are. After dinner that night, the guys and I gather around to add the next ingredient. Cave berries, eh? He picks one up, turning it back and forth. I can't say I've ever had one before. Neither have I. He pops it in his mouth. Oh, jeez. Oh, another fruit named for its taste, I see. He grimaces. Well, hopefully they don't turn the potion poisonous. Let's get to work. We chop up the berries and reduce them into a syrup before adding them to the already made potion. James sniffs his glass. Smells better when mixed, at least. Alright, here's hoping this does something. Cheers! Why are we doing this? This is stupid! Just make the potion! We clink glasses and drink down the potion. It's going to kick in any second now. Come on, do something! We all wait for several agonizing minutes. If it was going to do anything, it would have happened by now, right? Right. I set down my glass on the counter. I'm just so tired of this. I wish something would happen. Maybe I'll never break the curse. Don't say that. We haven't tried everything yet. I bet this stupid potion doesn't even work. I sit down in a nearby chair, dejected. How are we going to convince that witch to help me? We'll figure something out. We always do. Maybe my mom was right. There is no future for me. The guys are all staring at me in concern. Like, we literally have not finished the potion yet. We're just trying it every time we add a new ingredient. Shorty, are you alright? I've tried so hard to be. But I just don't think I can pretend anymore. You know your mother was wrong about everything she said to you, right? Wish I could believe that, or it's not your place to say. I would never say number 2, so I'm just gonna say I wish I could believe that. I wish I could believe that. But the longer this goes on, the more I think she might be right. Just because she's closest to you doesn't mean you have to listen to her. I know it seems like everything is against you, but we're not. I'm not. If only how much you care about me could break the curse. That's how it's probably going to be, true love and all that. If only. We'll find a way out of this, I promise. Then where is it? Why isn't this potion working? It's more painful to hope for a better future than to accept my reality. I'll never know love or happiness the way you all will. Never know love or happiness. James stands up, indignant. So what have the past couple weeks been, huh? He's totally right here. You've been so happy getting to know all of us and becoming friends. Unless you're actually the one who was lying the entire time. I wasn't, if I don't break this curse, no one will want to be with me. They all want to be with you! No one could love someone they can't touch. Stop. I thought you had more backbone than that. And stop assuming that no one will want to be with you. How am I supposed to have hope for that? I'll show you something that might give you hope. Look out there. He walks over to the doors and throws them open, stepping outside. Should I follow James? Follow James or stay behind? Oh my gosh, this is like the last of our gems. The door opens onto an unfrequently used alleyway behind the inn. What did you want to show me? Look up there. He points up at the night sky. The stars are beautiful tonight. See that big one? That's my guiding star. What do you mean? When my father kicked me out of the palace and I was exiled, it was the hardest moment of my life. And he literally kicked me out, by the way. I was on my knees in the courtyard in utter despair when I looked up and saw that star. I asked for guidance and it led me to you. Star twinkles brightly above us. Are you happy with where it led you? I am, although my plans were different at first. Finding you turned out to be the best thing for me. Why are you saying this? I've only made your life more difficult. Not in the slightest. Being an outlaw is teaching me a lot about the world. James looks up at the night sky thoughtfully. Before I met you, I was utterly spoiled and ignorant of a great many things. In many ways, I still am. But the more I learn about being the people of our country, the more I like it. You have changed, if only a little. I can see how hard you're trying to help and how much kinder you are. It doesn't come easy to me, but for you, it's worth it. James looks at me gently, and it seems like his eyes are full of starlight. That's why I don't like hearing you talk so negatively about yourself. Because you've made my life so much better, and you barely even realize it. I don't really believe what I said back there. I'm just frustrated, and it's easy for me to get discouraged when things start going wrong. I know, but you don't have to shoulder all of this alone. You taught me that. I suppose I did. I let out a short laugh. The guiding star twinkles above me. I wish that star would lead me to my future, too. Maybe it already has. I was never a believer in destiny or fate. But maybe we found each other for a reason. One that goes beyond breaking curses or taking back thrones. Maybe we did. My heart pounds fiercely as I look at him. Even in the dim light, James looks every inch the handsome prince. Whatever the future brings, whether you're cursed or not, I want to be part of it. He looks deep into my eyes as if judging my intentions. Then he blushes and turns away. Good night, Shorty. With that, he turns around and heads inside. I stand out in the alley for a few moments, more staring at the guiding star. Whether I'm cursed or not, he said. Could James really be part of my future? It doesn't take long for me to fall asleep. My dream starts off innocently. I'm having a picnic with the guys, the four of us laughing and joking around. Am I going to kill one of them? I brush against James' shoulder and gasp in horror. He falls over onto the grass, silent and unmoving. As Jack futilely lunges toward James, I grab his wrist and he falls too. Soon, Andrew is the victim of my touch as well. All I can do is scream as I look at the bodies lying in all around. This is who you really are, Shorty. This is who you'll always be. I wake up in a cold sweat. My heart is pounding wildly. I shake my head, trying to clear the visions of my dead friends away. We better not try to leave the inn on our own like an idiot. Oh, well, I guess we won't find out. Why is it the wet Jack? Well, whatever. It feels like it should be James, but... So, what do you think's gonna happen next? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!